Maybe I do something wrong, but I can't hear you. I'm not
Okay.
so sure
Now, can you hear me now?
now. Now I can
Yeah,
hear
sorry. Yes. And this is my first failure of the day, maybe second.
you.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. What I was saying is that today we're going to be joined by three educators from different European countries who are all working in very practical ways on well-being and mental health in schools. I was going to do an introduction of Melanie first, but I'll just skip along a little bit. And so I'll start with Natalia, perhaps. And, well, we lost Natalia.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right then. So, but I'll start with Natalia anyway. So from Slovenia, Natalia Lorencic. I think I pronounced it correctly. I'll be struggling with some pronunciation probably. She's a biology teacher, also teaches natural sciences and wellness. And in her classes, I think she uses short mindfulness moments such as breathing exercises and brief pauses to help students manage stress, and break the routine of a traditional lesson. These practices have been apparently very well received, and students often say that they'd like to see more of this kind of support at school. So I was talking about Natalia now. I was saying good things about you, Natalia. Okay, can you hear me?
She looks
All right,
pleased.
then from Germany, and I really hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, Evie Bude.
Yes,
Yeah?
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Evie is a trainer in health and nursing, working with both students and colleagues. She applies a range of well-being and resilience strategies across the school community with very positive results. And she's also been actively involved in the Pausa campaign and in the Mountain Group. Together, they bring different perspectives and experiences, and we're really glad to have you here today. I'm going to go on to introduce Melanie, and we'll see if we can get her sooner rather than later. So Melanie is from France. She's a high school geography teacher, well, like me, actually, and she integrates simple well-being practices into her everyday teaching with very positive effects on how students relate to one another. She's also been involved in the Pausa campaign, contributing to its companion website and also sharing ideas with the Mountain Group to help this project grow at a multinational level and your project grow at a multinational level. So I think for we're okay for introductions, and I'm going to start with a question, and I was going to send the question first to Natalia, but now it's going to be for you, Ivy.
Yeah,
Okay, so,
I'm the only
sorry
one
about
left.
that. Okay,
Okay.
so can you describe? I'll then tell the question to Natalia again. She's back. Natalia, can you hear us? Okay, you have to put your micro on. Your mic is turned off, I think. Okay. Nope, we can't hear you still yet. No sound. Let me see if we can help you out. No. Do you want to perhaps you can type in our chat what's happening so maybe Louise can help you? Louise is in the background for everyone who's not knowing
Okay.
who Louise is. He's being our technical manager and backstage manager, and he's doing a great job. He's been doing it for a few hours now because they've been having another thing in. Yeah, we can't hear you. Perhaps you should select the microphone on the computer or something like that. In my case, I had to deactivate one mic and reactivate another one.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we could hear you.
Yeah, we just heard you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you can hear
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
Is that
So
okay?
just in time for the first question now.
So, who's gonna start?
Well, the numbers here say that I just rolled a couple of dice and it pointed me to you. So, okay, so I'm
Okay.
going to do the same question for both of you. Can you describe a
Okay.
small but meaningful practice that you've introduced in your school or in your classroom and that helps students or colleagues to slow down, regulate stress, or feel more supported? Have you done something like that? What would you do, or what have you done?
Okay. I teach biology and natural sciences in 2-year and 3-year programs in the
Okay.
High School of Hospitality and Tourism in Maribor, Slovenia. And I must say that my students are mostly weaker in knowledge, and many of them are foreigners. So it's motivation is in classes like this is quite a challenge most of the time. So I find this kind of practices we've learned in Dublin very useful. So in my classes, I have tried breathing exercises. Let me show you. I got stickers like this, and for example, they practice like breathing for 3 seconds, then they hold their breath for 3 seconds, and then they again hold for 3 seconds and breathe out for 3 seconds, and we do a couple of rounds. And
Okay.
uh, these kind of exercises have proven to be a good thing because the students can calm down easily, and it helps them to really focus on the present moment. Um, these stickers are really useful for that. And I also have some motivational cards like this. For example, if some student does
Okay.
or tells something, that's good, they get a card like this, and they
Okay.
become, they feel useful, and the atmosphere becomes better.
All right.
And for example, sorry,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. I
in
was, yeah.
okay, I also teach wellness in 4-year program, and there we do a lot of meditation techniques. Um, and we also have practiced the circle of well-being. It's something like this, where the students they write in they split the circle, and they name the things that are key in their lives, and then
Okay.
they have to like rate each thing from 1 to 10, and like be honest with themselves whether they are satisfied with several with these things. For example, uh, if they sleep enough or not, or if they eat healthy food or not, or if they do sports or not. And then for example, they try to improve the things they are not satisfied with, and then after, for example, 2 or 3 weeks, we do this same thing again, and they try to grade themselves again, and actually to get feedback if they have improved specific specific thing in their life or not. And um, I have noticed
Okay.
that the students really appreciate these activities because it breaks the monotony of the lessons, and at the same time, these kind of things teach them to calm down in stressful situations. And I think it's also important to raise awareness that we are all like vulnerable and have stressful situations, and it's like useful for them because they understand they are not alone, and it's good to that they know that they have some tools to release stress in their lives. So I think in my classes these techniques are really useful. So
Very
that's what
cool.
I've been doing with my students.
Okay. And for you, Evie, do you do something like this, a small but meaningful practice that you've introduced?
Yes, I do very similar things to Natalia. So maybe we
Okay.
were in the same class in Dublin
Of
and
course.
learned the same things. Yeah, I have also books of stickers. My students
Okay.
can pick some. There are some statements sometimes. So remember, you can try again tomorrow, or something like good things takes time, it's okay to make mistakes, all this motivational sentences. They can took them if they need one. Sometimes they're yeah, has low motivation, and yeah, can't start some tasks, and then I go to them and ask them if they want to like to take a look in my motivation box and find maybe some statement that fits to their momentarily feelings. And before every exam, when the academic pressure is really high for some students, I put randomly a sticker on the table where they sit after to do this exam. And so they get there, sit down, calm down perfectly, and then they read their sticker and hopefully feel for this moment, get a good feeling before doing their exam. Yeah, some people really like this. Some students, yeah, hope, can I get another sticker from you or so? And some students think that's silly. Yeah, I don't need a sticker. I'm not a little boy anymore. I don't want them. But I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I also do the mountain meditation in every class. We had the mountain meditation where you're visualizing you as a mountain, and it's an YouTube video, and I do it in every class. I get new at the start, and then we decide together if we want to do more exercise like this, more meditation, more breathing meditation. And sometimes I have only a small group who wants to do that, and then I try to part the class so that I sometimes can take the small group out and do the exercise only with them, while the others are doing other tasks. So nobody has to do, but everyone could if they like.
If they choose.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now that we've heard a little bit about those practices, I'd like to hear what actually has changed in your schools, even in small ways. And I'd like to encourage anyone that's in the audience. I think Louise is streaming this, so if anyone wants to ask us any questions in the chats, they are free to do so, and I think we can look at the comments and maybe we'll reply to one or two if they come up, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, for me it's
Okay,
okay.
so
Yeah.
yeah, okay, so the next question is what changes, however subtle, have you noticed in students, colleagues, or even your classroom dynamics? We've seen a little bit of what you've said about your classroom dynamics, yeah. But what changes have you noticed since integrating these well-being practices into your daily work? I'm going to go back to Natalia, so we don't have one of you having to go to two questions all at once
Okay.
in a row.
Okay. Uh, well, I've noticed that students have become more tolerant towards their classmates. Um, they're more willing to talk about their emotions and are gradually becoming more open. And I have also found that they they became less judgmental, because somehow they see that they're not the only ones, having problems, but they realize that other students, schoolmates, have maybe similar problems.
Yeah.
um, and I observe many benefits, although there is occasionally a student who finds meditation pointless. But however, um, we have agreed that if someone cannot focus during meditation, they at least remain quiet and do not disturb the others. But in general, um, I see that the students really especially at the beginning of the class, they really like to calm down. And for example, they remind me if I forget, can we do this exercise first and then continue with lessons? So I think it's a really good thing to do. So I cannot
Okay.
say anything for my colleagues because I'm not sure how much they practice this in class. So
Okay. All right. And for you, Evie, have you noticed similar things?
Yes, similar things, and the students notice that not every day is an equal day, so it is okay to have better days and worse days, and came to school with different charge of their emotional batteries. So it is, and that is just okay for them, and also that mental health is just as important as physical health, and it is okay not only to say I have pain in my back or I have a headache or something like that, but it is also okay to say I'm feeling not well today and I have not so much power in doing this task, or I need something else to do. And I think to be aware of these things made the students think about that. Yeah, and I think this is the first step to be aware of your mental health, and yeah, and the importance. And to be honest, my colleagues, I don't know, I don't have shared so much about
Okay.
this. Yeah, I shared them this pausa
Yeah.
campaign with them. Yeah, but they liked it, but they were not so into it that they ask me,
Of
"Can you help
course.
us?" or something like that. So
But
yeah,
in the case of the students, what I gather from what you're both saying is that they become more self-aware of their own mental
yes,
issues throughout the day, and from one day to the next, perhaps.
yes,
Yeah.
it is.
yes,
Okay, so that's positive in and of itself. I think that they become aware when they're young that there are things they can't deal with, or there are things that will have an issue, will be an issue for their day. That's very cool. Okay, so and in the audience, if you guys have noticed any small changes when you introduce moments of pause, then feel free to just add some in the chat, and we'll keep checking to see if any one of you has done so. Okay, so let's try and do something else. Let's try and go for a third question, but teachers often feel very under pressure and short on time. I do. I'm sure you both do. Louise, I know he does that sometime as well. So, from your experience, what do you think helps well-being practices become realistic and sustainable, rather than just one more thing that you have to do in your day, just a chore in effect? So, what we want is
uh,
some practical advice, maybe some small
mm,
steps or integration or mindset shifts, something like that.
I
So
think
for
the
Natalia,
key.
please.
Sorry. Well, I
No, no,
think
no, no. Go ahead.
the key is to integrate these practices naturally into into the existing routine, uh, keeping them short, simple, and consistent. For example, starting a lesson with 1 minute of breathing or ending it uh, with a brief reflection. It doesn't take much time, but I think it creates a meaningful ritual. And here, I think the student feedback has been crucial for me because knowing that they value these exercises, it motivates me to continue with it. And I believe flexibility is also very important because not every practice works for everyone, and allowing them uh, space of choice, it reduces resistance and maintains a supportive atmosphere for all. Um, I think we should have more practices like this in integrated in the class. I think that's the key to it.
Okay. Yeah. And you, Evie, I noticed that you were agreeing with most
Yes,
with whatever
yes,
with what Natalia was saying, but can
yes,
you
I
add something
agree. Yeah.
that you've seen?
Um, I think it's important to learn for the students that it is not such a big thing you have to learn to be self-aware, to be take care of your mental health. The small things you have to do, and if you learn them step by step during classes where you they have to be in the class as well as they had to be there, so we can use this time. Every student has to come to school, so they are all there, so we can use this, and doesn't have to be a part of their parents, of their homes. We can do that for them. And I think also open communication is important, to notice which exercise is the best for the students group. Yeah,
Okay.
and I think when they learn some copy strategies, then yeah, we do something for their mental health.
Okay. And if you guys had to reduce this thing to one principle, one sentence, what would you think would be a good sentence to sum it up, to sum up this sustainability? And I have a couple of questions that I think are based off of comments that Luis has added, and I will just select one or two. But if you could reduce this to one sentence, what do you think could be?
I think well-being, being aware that these things are important in our lives, working on yourselves is a key to happy life.
Okay.
That's what I think.
All right. Okay, so one of the questions that Luis was asking, that he spotted in a comment, was that somebody asked if we think, or if you think that the students' grades have increased after this practice, for after a while of practicing these relaxation techniques. What in relaxation activities do you have you felt anything about that? Maybe it's too soon.
Mm.
Not really.
Mm.
For the
For me,
moment, I
yeah.
I can't tell because I've been more focused on the discipline in the class, and it has
Okay.
improved. But I
All right.
will, yeah, I will keep an eye on, or I will think about
Yeah.
the
So
grades
so
also. But for the moment, I cannot say anything.
okay. So for now, it's
Yeah.
So
mainly a behavioral change that
yes,
you've seen
yes,
in your
Yes.
students. Okay,
yes,
which
Yeah.
is probably the basis to then improving grades,
exactly.
I think. Okay,
Yeah.
do you know of other teachers in your classes that also tutor the same classes you do that have similar experiences or not yet? What I mean is,
I can say.
has this been a systemic thing? Uh, do you notice other teachers adopting the same thing in your schools,
No,
or are you
I can
pioneers
say
And
that.
basically?
Mm.
Okay, so
yeah,
you are
it's all
pioneers.
on me also.
Yeah,
Most of
Okay.
my
it is.
colleagues are old school teachers, so
Okay.
so it's all on me basically.
Yeah.
It's quite
Okay.
hard to change their minds about this. So
Yeah, I think we have the same issue in Portugal, most likely.
mm,
And okay, so I think we're going to probably finalize this with something along the lines of one small thing that you think teachers and whoever is watching this stream, what one small thing that teachers could try next week. What would you?
uh, for me, these short breathing exercises have definitely been helpful and worked for me. So you should
Okay.
try this definitely. It's easy, and at first, maybe as Evie said, students will think it's kind of silly, but when they get the point that you're trying to help them and they feel better after it, it's really good feeling to give them something like this. So I think they appreciate it.
Okay, and
Yes.
you, Evie, the
Yeah,
same
I
thing?
think that's too. And it is important that the student feels that you are open for their mental health, that you that they that they notice that it is important for me to know how they feel, and yeah yeah this is the key, I
Okay.
think, that
Yeah,
they are. Yeah.
please go ahead.
Okay, yeah, that they are knows they I am a person who understand their feelings and they can share their feelings with me, um, and yeah, I think that's change the dynamic in the class for a little bit at first, but then more and more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that when they think and when they feel that we are interested in their problems and interested in their lives and
Yes.
their
So important.
particular angst, for which is normal given that they are adolescents growing up, I think they feel
Yes.
much more connected to us and then they are more open to whatever we want to teach them. Yeah, I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm.
Okay. So do you think you have anything else you'd like to give some piece of advice for someone other than that? Are we done?
Mm.
We wanted we were hoping for Melanie to come in to swoop in
Yes.
and save us
Okay.
all, but but I think okay. All right, so it was very nice to meet you. We'll stay in
Here.
touch and with Louise as well. And so, and who knows, we can even try and do something like this in the flesh,
Yes.
just like you guys did
It,
back in August, I think.
it would be
Okay,
great. Yes.
Yeah, it
thank
would.
you very much, and
Thank
I
you.
think the audience.
Okay, thank you.
And
Thank
okay,
you, and have a nice evening.
all
Yes.
right, you too.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.